I want a guy with like this is why well, a lot of reasons, but this is like one of the reasons why I've been like not really dated anybody seriously because I want someone with morals. I want a committed relationship. And I'm a religious person. I believe in God, So I believe in the Bible. So that's why I feel like I've been single for so long because I have my standards. And oh my God, I forgot where I was going with this. I'm so sorry.
Monserrat, so you said I'm gonna test you on this. You said you wanted a guy that's loyal, that has good morals and values, right?
Yes.
Okay. And if a guy has all those, if he has good morals, good values, has a good relationship with God, you will date him.
Yes.
Are you sure? You gonna stick by that?
Oh, see, this is why I like the Bible, but like I do a really bad thing because I cherry pick at it. I know it's really bad, but it's like
yeah, it's okay. But I'm saying, are you saying that's the only qualities that a guy has to have a chance with you?
No. There's obviously more qualities, but I'm just saying like those are like the bare minimum. Like you have to have a relationship with God. I think that's number one because this world is
more qualities. Hold on.
More qualities. Wait, we just listed three.
You said he had everything for you. Why are you asking him for more though?
More, exactly. See, this is the modern woman today. They want more. Like the morals and values and relationship with God is no longer enough for the modern day women. Other countries, women will be okay with morals, values, relationship with God. For other countries, women, they will love that. But only in America, that if a guy has morals and values and relationship with God, that is not enough for the modern woman. Yeah.
No. That's very mistaken.
True.
That's so not true. My generation, I am 18 years old. No offense, Will. You're like on the opposite spectrum of me. I'm 18 years old. I am fresh out of high school. Yeah. The kids my age do not believe in God. Most of the guys I've dated or I've talked to don't believe in God, and that's when I'm like, eek, I'm gonna walk away because you're not a good person. Like, not saying you're not a good person.
No, I'm not talking about them. I'm just talking about you.
Oh, okay.
Because
you made it seem like.
No, I'm just talking about you. You said that I asked you, you wanted a guy in a relationship with God. You wanted a guy that has good morals and values, and I asked you if a guy has those values, is that all he needs to have a shot with you? And you said no. You want more.
No, actually, no. I take that back. That's like the bare minimum, but it's really hard to find though.
Bare minimum?
In my generation,
bare minimum.
Yeah, that's like that's the bare. That's my bare minimum. But the thing is, in my generation of the kids my age, well, the young adults my age, that's really hard to find. You might think it's easy for your generation. For mine, it's the opposite.
You know why it's hard?
Minimum? What are we supposed to do?
You know why it's hard? You know what's hard? You know why it's hard to find those guys? Because I'm looking for more. So let me ask you. Let me go deeper into it. So, what's the height that you would date?
The height? Well, I'm 5'11". Let's say that I'm a pretty tall girl.
Okay, beautiful girl.
All right, okay.
I'm a stallion.
Okay, all right. So 5'11". All right.
Okay.
And so does he have to be taller than you in order to date you?
No. I don't look at height. He does not have to be taller than me.
So he's 5'5". You dated?
No, tampoco. Let's not. Okay.
Okay, you just said it. You just said it. Why? You just said it. No, wait. You just
realistic. Okay.
You just said height doesn't matter. You
just said that. I do not want to be at the altar and for him to literally be at my fucking booth.
But
no. Let's be realistic.
No, I want you to
will date someone that's shorter than me. Yes, I will not date someone that's literally 2 heads shorter than me. Let's get that straight.
Okay. So the right word is not shorty. The right word is I'm not gonna date guy that's not 5'5". You only date guys above what? What's the height? What's the cutoff for you?
5'8".
All right, like I said, yeah. But I'm saying you just said height doesn't matter, but then you said.
But there's still a standard, exactly. Because there's still a set minimum.
That's what you said. You said height doesn't matter, and I said 5'5". You said I won't.
Because look, a woman like me, most women that are my height do not go for short men. They
go
for men.
You don't have to justify it. I'm just saying I'm just going off what you said. I'm just
okay. So I'm sorry. I apologize. I take that back. Now I'll give you my new statement.
All right. Okay. All right. So body type. Does he have to be fit? Can you date a guy that's chubby? Can you date that's fat?
No. I personally, I was a very chubby girl growing up. I didn't lose weight till after high school, so I'm not picky when it comes to appearance. That's something I need to say.
So all right, so chubby. Okay, so he can be chubby. All right, cool.
Mm-hmm. Chubby, fit, skinny, doesn't matter.
Can you date a guy? Can you date a guy? Does he have to make the same type of income as you?
Yeah, I feel like that is a standard for me.
Okay.
Not the same, but have also a good career, not like a trade job. I don't want to bum either, you know.
Okay, so if he's social, if he's economically at a lesser level than you, then you wouldn't date.
How lesser are we talking about?
It can be any. It can be the minimal, or it can be drastic, just less. So it can be a guy that's making 50% of what you're making, or you can make 30% of what you're making, or 90. I'm just saying. But like I said, for you, does it matter, or is there a specific amount? Like I could do like 50%, but anything less than 50% what I'm making, I can't do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't want somebody that's working at McDonald's while I'm being a lawyer. Like, honestly, no. Like, I want someone with ambitions. I want someone with a career. I want someone that, you know, it doesn't even have to be school. It can, because I'm in school too. It can be a trade job, you know, as long as you have an ambition for something, that's okay. And if that ambition doesn't pay good, but I know that you like that and that you're passionate about that, okay. But obviously, I don't want to date someone that's passionate about a McDonald's worker. Like, no, that's no, you know?
All right.
But then who's gonna raise your kids if you're working all these hours and then your man's gonna be working all these hours? Who in the hell is going to be, you know, sitting at home taking care of the kids, especially from like infancy to like, you know, grade school age? Unless hiring a babysitter that's someone else raising your kids and not specifically you or the father. Because like
I grew up with a baby. I grew up with a babysitter. I grew up going in and out of daycare since I was like 3. So I wouldn't mind my kids going through that.
Pay for the daycare too, because daycare is not free. You know what I mean?
No, my mom paid for it. You know, so all, you know, we will split the bill. Like, you know, that's not a big deal. Like, we can split all the bills and stuff. But we have to work. Okay, then we have to work. Like, that's part of life. But yeah, that's my take on that.
Okay, so all right. So Monserrat, I'm gonna take what you said because you know a lot of ladies watching right now. This is one of the reasons why so many modern day women that are single is this. You do realize that the more standards that you have, then you pretty much what's happening. You're just lowering your dating pool, right? So if and like I said, you guys are free. You guys are free to have your preference. I have nothing. You know, I'm not knocking you for your preferences, but just understand that the more requirements or the more standards, or the more things that you look for in men when it comes to height, when it comes to body type, when it comes to economic status, then you pretty much what happens is you're just lowering your dating pool. So a lot of women
I agree with you.
Height, he has to have this height, he has to do this job, he has to have this certain body type, and then what happens is, like I said, then a lot of times, it just makes their dating pool a lot smaller. So they have to find the good men out of that dating pool, and where a lot of good men out there that may not have the height, they may not have the economic status that you want, they might not have the body type that you want, and those are the good men that can easily be a good suitable partner for you, but then you won't date that guy because he doesn't meet this and this. So that's what I'm saying is a lot of modern day women today, morals, values, and relationship with God is no longer enough. They want more. And because they want more, you're lowering the dating pool because if you want something very specific.
But you just said, hold on, Will. And now it's my turn, rebuttal.
Go ahead.
You just said, Will, it's single mother's fault for being a single mother because they can't choose men correctly. Then when a woman, tries to choose someone correct with the standards I have, because I want a future husband, I want a future father for my kids. I want a person that's gonna help me through the bad, through the good, the thick, through the thin. Now it's too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to choose someone that I know is gonna be there for me as a husband, as a father, as a friend. That's why my standards are so high, and I'm willing to wait. If it takes me 10 years to find the one, fine.
No, that's fine. But what I'm saying is, what if it takes so long time to find that guy, and the good guy that you want is a guy that doesn't have those the height, that doesn't have the economic status. He may lack in those 2 areas, but because he lacks in those 2 areas, because that's what you want, you overlook him. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, you guys control access to who you pick, but a lot of women will overlook the good guys because they don't meet a specific type of requirement or specific type of standard. When you could easily meet a guy that has really good relationship with God, has good morals and values. He is the perfect guy to be a good husband to you. But because he doesn't have the other 3 things that you're looking for, you overlook him and try to find the guy that has the other 3 things. But that guy may not have the morals and values. He may not have the relationship with God, but because he has the height, because he has a good body type, because he has good money, because those are things that you value also. Because the morals and values, we said the morals and values and relationship with God was minimum. You said that was the minimum. So you're saying that the height, the economic status, that's the maximum. So that's why you put first. So if
No,
that
no, no.
guy,
I mean like minimum as in if he doesn't reach those three, like that's it. Like we can't go any further. Like that's the. Am I explaining myself?
no, I understand.
Oh.
I totally get what you're saying. I do, but I'm just saying a lot of women would pursue the guy with the height, the status, and the body
Oh,
type,
more. Yeah. I don't.
even though
I've been
he,
through a lot,
yeah,
so I don't
and
really. I have a different perspective for that reason. You know.
yeah, no.
Mhm.
I'm just going off what you said, and I'm just saying
Mhm.
that's what a lot of modern women are doing is they're no longer value. They're no longer putting morals and values and relationship with God as the maximum, because you said that was the minimum. I believe that what the most important in a relationship is not what the superficial shit, the physical shit. That shit that shit goes away in age.
Yeah. Exactly.
The most important thing is what's inside. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But a lot of
Mhm.
women today, like you said, the perfect example, value this more than that. And then that's why a lot of women today pursue those type of guys. They pursue the guys, the height, the status, and the body type. And then those are the guys that may not have the relationship with God. They might have the morals and values, but you choose to have sex with these guys. And then that's why those guys dip.
Yeah, but unless you apply like those standards that you have for the men onto yourself as well, you're not
Yeah,
gonna
exactly. Yeah.
really be likely to get that man. So why do you expect so much from a man? But then what the fuck are you going to do? Are you going to be complacent, or are you actually going to work just as hard? Because a lot, especially for a high value man, they would want like a woman that is like, you know, just as hardworking, even with or without an actual job. If you're hardworking, like making the home and making sure the kids and the husband are fed, that's still hardworking. You know, making sure that the house is like all tidied up, making sure that, like I said, everyone is fed up and fed and everything, not fed up, excuse me. But like that's a great job. Staying at home mom is a job. Like what you're doing, Nani. Staying at home mom, that's a fucking job.
Yeah.
As long as you're working hard in the house, that's all that really matters to a man.
Yeah.
That's really all that fucking matters. You don't need a second job as long as you're good in the house with the kids. Like that's all you gotta do. So like if you want those high standards, you gotta apply that to yourself as well. Like if you want the man to be like at that high caliber, you gotta be like, well shit, what do those guys want? What do those guys specifically want? So then I can put myself out there and then he can choose me.
So the one thing I would say to Monserrat is, and this is for all the modern women that's listening, when you want a specific high caliber man, right? And what happens is that's a small percentage of men. That's not all men. That's why it's going to be really hard for you. That's why a lot of modern women today, the average woman today does not want the average man. That's modern day dating today. The average woman today, they all want high value men. And what you just described right now is typically the high value men, the small percentage of men. So women spend their whole life pursuing this high caliber of men. But the problem with this high caliber men, they have a lot of options because all women are pursuing him. So you don't want to date the average. You don't want to date the average guy, so you spend your whole 20s. And like I said, you're young. I'm glad you're young. I'm glad you listen to this right now. Yes. A lot of women will spend their whole 20s just trying to find that high caliber man and give no time to the 80% that the rest of the average dudes. But then, of course, these high caliber men don't want them because with the high caliber men, they want the most prettiest girls, the most feminine girls, because they have access to all these options. So they pick the best of the heap. And then because like I said, there's not enough high percentage of men for everybody. There's only 10% of them, right? There's only a small percentage. So there's not enough high value men for all these girls. So they spend their whole 20s trying to pursue that guy, and then when they get old, their time is up. Because when you get older, as a woman, you lose your sexual value in the sexual marketplace.
Because you focus so much in your career rather than what you should do to take care of a man.
So that's what I'm saying is, like I said, do you think Monserrat? I'm just saying is for a lot of modern women.
Can I
the more
share
specific,
something?
Yeah, the more specific and more standards you have, you're lowering your dating pool, and you're looking for a small percentage of men. Which if you look at the probability, I'm a numbers guy. I always like to go pursue things with high probability. The probability of you landing that man is against you. So I hope you get it. All these ladies watching, but the probability of you landing, because there's only 10% of those men. There's not enough for everybody. And right now in America, women outnumber men. If all the women today got married in America, there'll be 3 million excess of women not married. So there's like I said, I'm just saying this for all the women out there. It's just be realistic with what you want.